So here we jump down to verse 8 of Numbers 21, and Father is speaking to Moses face to face, mind you, and he tells him, make a snake image. That word snake there is a different word. It's called sarap. We're only talking 2 verses difference. Why is in one verse one word, and here Father is talking about what looks like the same word in our English language, yet it's a different word. Sarap. It's a shin, a resh, and a pei. And it means fiery from burning effect of poison. Did I write that right? Hold on. Seraphim. Fiery burning one. Has the effect of poison, seraphim. Those are all the meanings of that word serpent. He's actually referring to a seraphim, a fiery burning one. Father's heart and intention communicating to Moses is, I want you to put a fire burning one on a pole, on a stick. I want you to put a seraphim on the pole, on the stick. It's a shin, a resh, and a pei. A shin, a resh, and a pei. Now, where do we know best about the fiery burning ones, the seraphim? We hear about it, read about it in Ezekiel, right? And we could read Ezekiel 1. I mean, we could, right? He describes it beautifully. As I looked into the spirit realm, starting with verse 4, I saw a fierce whirlwind and a massive cloud coming toward me from the north. Within the approaching cloud, I saw raging flames of fire, flames enfolding themselves within flames. And outlining the glory cloud was a radiant light. And in the center of the flashing fire, I saw a substance of blinding brilliance with the appearance of electrum. And standing in the middle of the storm were 4 creatures, each with the appearance of a man. And he goes on to talk about and describe those 4 creatures. But do you hear the difference? Father, from his heart, from his being, is talking about a fiery, blazing one that is completely surrounded in fire, like a seraphim. And yet in verses 6, and then if you go down, so Moses made a bronze snake in verse 9. Moses made what he perceived was his best way to put into framing, into substance, into formed what he saw coming from Father's heart in his intention. And do you know what? Father honored it. Because it says in verse 9, whenever someone was bitten and he looked at the bronze snake, he was recovered. Father honored it. He didn't go, okay, hold on, time out, wait a minute, hold on. You didn't frame that right. You didn't get it perfect. You need to go back to the drawing board because you missed a few things. Your snake on the stick doesn't look like the fiery burning serpent that you saw that my heart was showing you. So let's have a redo. He honored it. He honored it. Why? Because he knows who we are. He knows in this human understanding of what we've experienced thus far, our heart is turned toward him to bring from his heart into the seen realm, the formed realm, the created realm, to the best of our ability. And he honors it. He never ever goes back and says, okay, go back to the drawing board with that. You got some parts missing and broken. You're still functioning in sin nature. And until you're functioning in perfection, are you kidding me? No, he does not do that. Why? Because that's not his nature. Just like with our children, with these little chicks in my backyard, they don't know that I could possibly step on them and squish them in one little, and so stay away from me. They're like all right up under my feet, wanting me to pet them and hold them because they know me. And that's how our Father is. He knows the fabric of our being is himself. And all of it is counted to us as glory. Just like Moses. All of it is counted to him as glory. And every person bitten, when they looked on the bronze snake, were recovered. And I have to say, bronze, if you think about it, that polished bronze or brass, when the light hits it, it looks like it's on fire. When the light hits it a certain way. So does that mean that they could only look at it when the light was hitting it at those times so that it looked like, oh, no. Why? Because Father knows our heart and that we are doing our 100% best to communicate, to bring into the framed, formed world what we see from his heart.